The person speaking in front of him is the servant by Yi Liuli's side. This made him angry but unable to vent it out. Madame Snow does not have any good feelings towards Yi Dustin for a reason. When Yi Dustin was young, he had evil intentions towards Yi Liuli. He always wanted to make inappropriate physical advances. Fortunately, she was cautious around him. Otherwise, he might have succeeded when they were young. At that time, Madame Snow wanted to get rid of that boy. But the young lady always seemed so lonely in her childhood. In order to have someone to talk to the young lady, she kept him around until now. But recently she really couldn't stand it anymore. The young lady actually had a falling out with the young master of the Gu family over a small Yi Dustin. This is simply an extremely foolish thing to do. Don't look down on people. Those who used to look down on me were all stepped on by me. Yi Dustin frowned. He responded without any politeness. Madame Snow sneered. Just with your limited perspective, how could you possibly understand the power of the nine-heaven true dragon? Take a look in the mirror. See for yourself what makes you comparable to young Master Gu. Shut up. Yi Dustin clenched his fists tightly, suppressing his anger. His body trembled slightly. You keep mentioning Gu Longhorns all the time. You also said that the girl I like is a good match with my enemy. What's the meaning of this? Outrageous. I will definitely kill you, Gu Longhorns. Yi Dustin didn't respond. He was just thinking like this in his heart. After all, he didn't want to lose Yi Liuli's support. At this moment, Yi Liuli walked over. Her eyebrows furrowed, and she slightly reproached. Madame Snow, what nonsense are you talking about again? Miss, what I said is the truth. If it weren't for this guy, young Master Gu would not have treated you like this. There might be something between you. Madame Snow was interrupted by Yi Liuli before she finished speaking. Her eyebrows furrowed tightly. The expression on her face also became increasingly unpleasant. Madame Snow. I don't want to hear that person's name. Yi Dustin on the side could tell from Madame Snow's tone that there seemed to be an implied meaning in her words. Adding to his own experience of being jilted before, he couldn't help but ask. Liuli, do you and Gu Longhorns have a previous engagement? What are you thinking? How could I have any engagement with that person? Yi Liuli was a bit speechless. She was also a bit helpless. What on earth is on Brother Dustin's mind? Why would he think in that direction? She persuades. Gu Longhorns is the young master of the Longevity family from the ancient Upper Realm. His background is superior to mine. Yi Dustin brother must be careful when dealing with him. I can't offer you any help. Upon hearing this, Yi Dustin clenched his fist tighter. A hint of killing intent appeared in his eyes. At this moment, Inferno Mistress in the ring became interested upon hearing these words. So young Master Gu is actually the young master of the Longevity family, no wonder. His means of self-preservation should be quite abundant. I don't have to worry either. It's just that when Yi Dustin really fights against Gu Longhorns, whom should I help? It's really a dilemma. The primordial heaven mystic realm has finally opened. What's surprising is that the person who created this primordial heaven mystic realm is actually a master lord, capable of moving mountains and shaking the earth with just a lift of hand. With a mere step, they can destroy stars and extinguish the sun. Even such a powerful figure had to pay the price of their life to seal an unparalleled ferocious demon within this mythic realm. The terror of that ferocious demon can be seen. At this moment, a group of cultivators rushed towards the entrance of the mythic realm in a race against time. Because as long as they can find the inheritance mansion of that paramount stage powerhouse and receive his legacy, they can soar to new heights. Even ascending to the upper realm would not be difficult for them. Just at this moment, a man in dark robes arrives with a group of great sage stage powerhouses from the Lin family. This person is actually Gu Longhorns. Not good. It's that young adult. Let's make sure we don't collide. Gu Longhorns' decisive and resolute reputation is known to everyone. Sure. People would rather offend the supreme ferocious demon than offend the Gu Longhorns. The Gu Longhorns naturally did not care about these unaffiliated cultivators, as he led a group of followers. He directly entered the mythic realm and quickly found a balance point, Gu Longhorns. He suppressed his cultivation level at the Great Sage stage pinnacle, emitting a ripple of light and intertwining radiance. Gu Longhorns landed safely. The entrance of mythic realm may be small, but inside is a whole new world. The dense spiritual chi of the world permeates the air, almost like it's about to liquefy. For the Gu Longhorns accustomed to staying in the upper realm, this level of spiritual chi is just barely comparable to the outskirts of the Gu family's mountain gate. There is nothing to be concerned about. Of course, for lower realm cultivators, this place is like a paradise. Cultivating here for a day is equivalent to many days outside. This fact leaves them both shocked and envious. This mythic realm is truly a stroke of luck. No wonder so many people are eager to come in. If it stays open all the time, it wouldn't be bad for the people from the lower realm to cultivate here. It's a pity that it will close sooner or later. The followers of Lin family, who are at the Great Sage stage behind Gu Longhorns, couldn't help but utter this sentiment. This matter is very important for young master. If any of you mess up even a little, there's no need for you to go back. Nether Elder said to these descendants with a stern expression. He also suppressed his cultivation level and entered together with Gu Longhorns. Upon hearing forefathers' words, the elders of the Lin family were ashamed, almost swearing on their knees. No problem. I have my own way to find a safe route. Gu Longhorns never do anything without certainty. This time is no exception. He had the guidance of the mark left on the Dan pill before. Even in a larger space, it was easy for him to find Yi Dustin. What is the happiest thing for a villain to do? Of course, it is to let others plant the fruit trees first. And then he goes to pick the fruits himself. Ha ha ha. Yi Dustin can be regarded as one of the most handsome guys among the laborers, as long as it is a road he has walked on. Don't say that there are few monsters. Even the mechanisms are mostly broken. This has saved a lot of time for the Gu Longhorns following behind him. Shortly after, Yi Dustin followed the guidance of the map to arrive at an ancient ruins. And the place where the demonic chi becomes more intense must be where the inheritance lies. Just at that moment, an unexpected event occurred. Astonishing beastly roars echoed from all around. A pair of blood-red eyes made one's scalp tingle. This turned out to be a gigantic red giant python. On the other side was a gigantic skeleton. Seeing this situation, they must be vying for dominance over this piece of land. This is the ferocious beast of the Great Sage stage pinnacle. And there are a lot of little beasts following them. If the delay continues, Yi Dustin doesn't know what will happen next. He has a sense of unease deep down. Also, beloved Sherfu is also too peaceful today. Yi Dustin, go quickly. I'll hold off the ferocious beast here for you. The current plan is for Brother Dustin to successfully obtain the inheritance, so that we can deal with the overwhelming demonic beasts. Good. Liuli, you hang in there. I will come out to help you after accepting the inheritance. Hearing this, Yi Dustin was deeply moved. He didn't even look back and quickly rushed towards the place of inheritance. The ferocious beast pounced like a tidal wave, quickly surrounding Yi Liuli and others. At that moment, the Gu Longhorns also arrived at the scene. He looked at the scene. A strange smile appeared on the corner of his mouth. The moment the Gu Longhorns appeared, Yi Liuli and others, who were battling the ferocious beast, naturally noticed him at the first moment. Gu Longhorns, how did he also come here? And so fast? This scene made Yi Liuli's expression change drastically. Although Gu Longhorns once said that he would not kill Yi Dustin and showed no interest in the matter, few words from someone like Gu Longhorns can be truthful. Yi Liuli feels increasingly uneasy. Gu Longhorns is not refraining from killing Yi Dustin. He must have other plans for keeping Yi Dustin alive. As for his intentions, Yi Liuli couldn't figure it out at the time. But now, looking at everything, she finally understands. The reason Gu Longhorns didn't kill Yi Dustin was because of something in this place. But according to what Yi Dustin's brother said, the map is only on him. Why did Gu Longhorns find them so quickly? And he still looks calm and composed. It seems like he hasn't encountered any traps or ferocious beast. Yi Liuli is a bit shocked and puzzled. Then her heart sank. He must be following behind us. Or he tampered with Yi Dustin's brother. Yi Liuli finally saw through it. She felt a tingle on her scalp. As a member of a powerful family, Yi Liuli had seen a lot, but she never expected Gu Longhorns to be so cunning. It's just too terrifying. Gu Longhorns walked over from the group of beasts. He glanced at the abandoned underground ancient city in front of him. His expression was playful as he said, "It seems that I have arrived just in time. Gu Longhorns has come a long way. It has been very smooth. They haven't even encountered a few troublesome ferocious beasts. This has made the many attendants of the Lin family at the Great Sage stage even more respectful towards Gu Longhorns. Of course, these attendants do not know that Gu Longhorns just got lucky. How did Gu Longhorns end up here?" Yi Liuli stared at Gu Longhorns and asked. She entangled with ferocious beasts while backing away. She was obviously asking a question she already knew the answer to. She wanted to stall Gu Longhorns to buy time for Yi Dustin. "Why? Thanks to your help, I was able to get here and solve the trouble. Talking about it, I should thank you all." Gu Longhorns smiled faintly and said casually, "Thank you. What are you talking about? I don't understand. What is your purpose?" Yi Liuli asked loudly. She couldn't help but secretly say in her heart, "As I expected." Gu Longhorn stared at Yi Liuli with a faint smile. "It's okay if you don't understand. Don't try to stall for time. Your little tricks, don't show them off in front of me." With a loud bang, Gu Longhorn stood surrounded by many attendants at the Great Sage stage. Everyone began to make their move, one after another attacking the ferocious beast that was charging towards Gu Longhorns, blasting it away. In front of Gu Longhorns, a path even cleared. In terms of numbers, he brought many more people compared to Yi Liuli's divine servant. Not to mention the presence of strong individuals like the Nether Elder. Even though his cultivation level is suppressed to the Great Sage stage pinnacle in this place, he is not someone an ordinary cultivator can match. Yi Liuli's face turned slightly pale. Although Madame Snow was protecting her on the side, she still found it difficult to move around in the ferocious beast territory like Gu Longhorns did. After all, there were just too many ferocious beasts. The ferocious beasts were like a tide engulfing the surroundings. And she didn't know why. He always felt that he was getting weaker in the presence of many ferocious beasts close to the Gu Longhorns, and every trace of demonic chi was dissipating rapidly. As if absorbed by him, Gu Longhorns casually made a move. All the ferocious beasts turned into smoke. This method made her feel frightened and uneasy. She couldn't help but worry about Yi Dustin again, facing such a powerful and deeply scheming enemy like Gu Longhorns. How could Brother Dustin be an opponent? Nether Elder guards this entrance. No one is allowed to enter, Gu Longhorn said lightly. Then his figure departed in the direction where Yi Dustin was located. Upon hearing this, Nether Elder solemnly said, "Young master, don't worry. With this old slave here, no one can disturb you today. Bastard, you actually conspired with Gu Longhorns to harm me. From today onwards, our master-disciple relationship ends. Cut all ties from now on. The master and disciple who used to be together day and night have now completely broken apart." Just now, Yi Dustin finally arrived at the place of inheritance. What he didn't expect was that the demonic chi here was so strong that it made him unable to stand steady. A grand figure. The black long halberd pierced through a grand figure on the main seat of the hall. "Where is the inheritance I desire?" "The inheritance is in the body." A voice came from behind. Yi Dustin felt a chill. This voice. How is that possible? "Gu Longhorns, how did you end up here? It seems you are really silly." I've been standing behind you for half a day. But I saw you were opening the door for me, so I didn't want to disturb you. As for why I am here, you have to ask yourself. But you helped me find the way." Gu Longhorns looked at the pitch-black lance in the hall, a hint of satisfaction in his eyes. "This is the 8 Desolations Demon Halberd. It truly lives up to its reputation as an ancient fiendish weapon. Just from its appearance, it gives off a sense of breaking through the heavens with one halberd." Yi Dustin's brain is running rapidly at this moment. I have been hiding and moving east and west all the way. How did Gu Longhorns manage to find me in the end? But the one who knows my itinerary the best is only beloved Shifu. Could it be that beloved Shifu has betrayed me? Gu Longhorns had a faint smile on his face. He heard Gu Longhorns speaking so intimately to Inferno Mistress. Yi Dustin exploded. "Scum. Is it really you? No wonder you haven't been talking recently. Are you feeling guilty? I treat you as a teacher. You unite my enemies to harm me." Yi Dustin is extremely angry at this moment, even trembling uncontrollably while speaking. Unfortunately, Yi Dustin does not have it. Inferno Mistress in the ring has long known that Yi Dustin suspected herself. But she did not expect that Yi Dustin would actually suspect herself to such an extent. The void blurred for a moment. A figure in a red dress appeared. "So this is how I am in your heart. From this day on, the bond of master and disciple between us ends here. Indeed, it ends here. You have the nerve to team up with Gu Longhorns to deal with me, and still have the face to say such words. Yi Dustin's heart is bleeding. Why is fate so unfair to me? It all started with being jilted. Then I was betrayed by xianxia and became a laughingstock to the world. Then my good brother was exterminated because of me. Now even my beloved master, who was always together day and night, has actually joined forces with outsiders to come after me. He can't understand why all this is happening." He remembered the bold words and grand promises of the past 30 years, both in the east and west of the river. He never expected that the clown was actually himself. Gu Longhorns pretended not to notice. "Young Master Gu flattered me. Thanks to young Master's chi gathering Dan back then, otherwise, relying on Yi Dustin, I wouldn't know when I could reshape my fleshly body." Inferno Mistress said this intentionally in front of Yi Dustin. At that time, Inferno Mistress' state of being just a wisp of soul was extremely poor. Even in such circumstances, she refused Gu Longhorns' recruitment. Now, how could she betray him? The fact proves that this Yi Dustin really has no brains. Since he has chosen to break ties, then let's break ties more thoroughly. At this point, Yi Dustin can only grit his teeth with hatred. And Gu Longhorns is still adding fuel to the fire. It seems that Yi Dustin's misunderstanding of you is quite deep. Gu Longhorns, you big bad wolf. Don't you just want me to help you open this big hall? There is a killing intent in Yi Dustin's eyes. He said he was about to activate the mechanisms and formation patterns here, so that Gu Longhorns would have no place to bury their bodies. Gu Longhorns glanced at Yi Dustin, completely indifferent. He continued speaking to himself. He looked somewhat regretful. There was such a good beauty, beloved Shifu. Initially, I wanted to bring her to my side and take good care of her. She didn't agree. And you not only didn't appreciate her, but also hurt her heart. Yi Dustin, say no more. Just for your beauty, beloved Shifu, I will kill you today. Inferno Mistress, eyes slightly red. He did not expect that Gu Longhorns would say such words. Gu Longhorns' care and understanding for her. The chill and sadness in her heart dissipated quite a bit. She was even touched. If young Master Gu does not mind, Inferno Mistress is willing to follow you in the future. Despicable. Yi Dustin almost spat out these 2 words. But his words had not fallen yet. Gu Longhorns clapped his hands with just one palm. Dustin Yi was instantly clapped so hard that he spat out blood from his mouth. Some people think they can soar to great heights solely based on their talent. Little did you know, you are just a stepping stone by nature. Gu Longhorns ignored Yi Dustin. He instead turned to Inferno Mistress. Since the predecessor of Inferno Mistress is willing to follow me, I will naturally take good care of her in the future. Ding. Inferno Mistress's homecoming. Destiny point increased by 400. Providence value increased by 2,000. Surprisingly, there are exactly 400 destiny points. Ha ha ha. This time I hit the jackpot. If Yi Dustin hadn't acted stupidly today, he might have to spend more effort and time if he wants Inferno Mistress to return. If young Master Gu doesn't mind, you can just call me Inferno Mistress in the future. Predecessor doesn't seem quite fitting. In fact, looking at the age of their clan, she is not considered very old compared to the human race. Then I'll call you Miss Inferno from now on. This is what you said yourself. Gu Longhorn smiled casually, giving people a sense of being a pampered young master. He then took out a sparkling and translucent piece of jade that he had prepared earlier. It is interwoven with astonishing celestial will. Young Master Gu is indeed thoughtful about celestial-grade soul nourishment. How can a broken ring stay inside all the time? Gu Longhorn smiled casually. As an upper-realm handsome and wealthy man, he naturally possesses the characteristics of being rich and powerful. You can tell what the effect of celestial-grade soul nourishment is from its name. As for its value, it's no problem to exchange it for a few celestial artifacts effortlessly. Thank you. Young Master Inferno Mistress turned into a phantom and left the ring. A wisp of red smoke drilled into the celestial-grade soul nourishment. Such level of treatment. She has followed Yi Dustin for many years, and has never enjoyed such treatment. Her face turned slightly red at this moment. I'm going to kill you! Yi Dustin roared, like a fierce beast. His beloved woman betrayed him. His beloved mentor, who had been with him day and night, also had a falling out with him. And the instigator of all this is right before our eyes. Yi Dustin no longer cares about any inheritance. He roared and activated the formation patterns in this place. With a loud bang, a huge formation appeared in the sky, and a terrifying energy gathered at the center of the formation. Then it suddenly shot towards Gu Longhorns. In this primordial heaven mystic realm that suppresses cultivation level, Gu Longhorns can only exert the strength of the great sage stage pinnacle at most. He expected Gu Longhorns to die without a doubt this time. But Gu Longhorns had a faint smile on his face. This indicates that the situation is not as simple as Yi Dustin thought. Sure enough, just as the thunder in the sky rushed towards Gu Longhorns, a huge figure appeared. Gu Longhorns waved his arm gently. The thunder roared in the sky. Wait for the energy in the sky to dissipate. The starlight sprinkles down onto the land of inheritance. Gu Longhorns still have a playful look on their faces. And Yi Dustin can no longer hold on. He spits out a mouthful of old blood. That's correct. He was backlashed. Little sheeple. Are you ready? I'm going to kill you, Gu Longhorn said casually, while Yi Dustin's eyes were full of despair. He never expected his trump card. Easily defused by Gu Longhorns. He is as tiny as an ant himself. Gu Longhorn, stop. A cold drink came. The person who came was none other than Yi Lioli, truly a little princess of a big family. Even Nether Elder couldn't keep an eye on her. Gu Longhorn's expression changed. A strange look appeared on his face. Then he made a big grab with his hand. He grabbed Yi Dustin directly in his palm. Lioli Yi Dustin was firmly caught. Gu Longhorns did not directly pinch Yi Dustin to death. Instead, he looked at Yi Lioli. Gu Longhorns, stop. Just as long as you let go of brother Yi Dustin. Any request you have, feel free to make it, Yi Lioli said coldly. She could tell from Gu Longhorn's expression that he had ulterior motives. Lioli, don't worry about me. With a loud "Pu," Dustin was once again pinched by Longhorns until he spat blood. Did I ask you to talk? Ants. What conditions would you have to meet in order to release Yi Dustin, brother? You tell me. I will agree to anything I can do. Yi Liuli's face was full of anger, but also helplessness. Very simple. Release the Sea of Consciousness, and let me plant the slave mark. Yi Liuli didn't expect Gu Longhorns to actually propose such a condition. Liuli, don't agree to him. I would rather choose death. How could Yi Dustin want to die? He just wants Yi Liuli to save him. So he must maintain that upright image. Sewing slave mark Gu Longhorns, you really have great ambition. However, for Yi Dustin brother, I'm willing. Yi Liuli still appeared extremely angry on the surface. But there was a hint of joy in her heart. Because within the Yi clan, there was a primordial spirit ascension technique that could do everything against primordial spirit. The slave mark was no exception. However, you must swear by your Taoist heart. Never plot against brother Yi Dustin in the dark. And you must not kill him. If you violate this matter, you will be punished by the heavenly demon, your heart will be devoured, and you will fall into darkness. Gu Longhorns looked calm. There was no trace of emotion on his face. And then he really made a vow. Yi Liuli furrowed her delicate eyebrows. Everything is going too smoothly. It just feels like something is amiss. Gu Longhorns is such a cunning person. He shouldn't have been fooled that easily. I have made an oath as well. Shouldn't it be time for you to release the Sea of Consciousness now? Yi Liuli can't figure out what went wrong no matter how hard she tries. But they have now reached an agreement. It seems that there is no reason not to release the Sea of Consciousness. She gritted her teeth and said, "Release the Sea of Consciousness!" Suddenly, in the depths of Gu Longhorn's eyes, there was a flash of a pitch-black treasure vase. The treasure vase quickly submerged into Yi Liuli's Sea of Consciousness. She didn't even react in time. What is this? Yi Liuli frowned. It feels very strange. The slave mark is supposed to be sealed, right? Why haven't I seen the Gu Longhorns make a move? The Gu Longhorns are using a more advanced technique to control people. Not only can it plant the slave mark, but it is also not easy to be discovered by others. Once implanted, over time, it will gradually turn into a real demon slave. As for the oath just made, Gu Longhorns is not worried at all. Heavenly demon devours the heart, closing up to enter the demon. Ha ha ha. Heavenly demon is just his nourishment. As for closing up to enter the demon, he doesn't need to seclude himself at all. Isn't it better to add some cultivation for him? Both Yi Dustin and Yi Liuli also realized that they had been deceived. I'm sorry, but Gu Longhorns does not seem to be a valid Chinese phrase or term. What did you do to Liuli? There are still so many words from a dead person. Click. Yi Dustin fell to the ground. Ding. System notification. Destiny's chosen one Yi Dustin has been defeated. Triggering the Destiny Point Reset Drop Rule. Settlement in progress. Congratulations on the Master dropping an extra Heaven's Tao reward chest. Additional 200 Destiny points added. Providence value increased by 1,000. I used the system to settle the critical hit card. The critical hit card settlement was successful. Congratulations, the owner has obtained a 5 times critical hit rate. Providence value increased by 5,000. The Heaven's Tao treasure chest obtained from the last first kill opened the Providence Villain aura to help him resolve the issue of Destiny Backlash. What will the Heaven's Tao treasure chest reveal this time? He is indeed looking forward to it very much. The archvillain Gu Longhorns is really naughty. He not only stole the male lead's woman, he also took away his beloved Shifu. He also deceived Yi Liuli and planted a slave mark to turn her into his servant. Now Yi Dustin is dead. Next, it's time to open the extra Heaven's Tao treasure chest. Ding. Congratulations, Master. You have obtained a damaged 1/3 world seed and 1 void essence. This is a great item. With this void essence as the origin, you can master the power of the void. This has made Gu Longhorns a little excited. After integration, the wonderful feeling is as if he is placed in the infinite vast void. When he opened his eyes, he felt a strange resonance between himself and the void in front of him. Ha ha ha. This time, he can truly be said to have hit the jackpot. The attribute panel has now changed to this. Master. Gu Longhorns aura. Providence villain identity. Taoist heavenly immortal palace true disciple physique bloodline. Demonic heart Taoist bones cultivation level. Later marquee stage. Cultivation technique spirit ascension. Taoist heavenly immortal scripture. Close to 10,000 points of providence value, close to 2,000 points of destiny point. With so many points, he can do so many things. But before that, let's get the 8 Desolations Demon Halberd. What have you done to me, Gu Longhorns? Gu Longhorns was thinking about how to get the 8 Desolations Demon Halberd when suddenly interrupted by Yi Lily beside him. Gu Longhorns smiled slightly. What do you call me? Yi Lily returned with a look of fear. Master. Yi Lily, who is planted with the demon-suppressing vase. She naturally worships without conditions. Even her resentment towards the Gu Longhorns is becoming more and more faint. In fact, the Gu Longhorns like big butts. They are not interested in those who are too skinny like Yi Lily. He spared her life entirely out of pity. Her identity as the little princess of the ancient celestial tribe. With her in hand, the ancient celestial tribe will be invincible. The Inferno mistress, who witnessed all this, dare not speak. Only in her heart can she sigh at the cunning and means of the Gu Longhorns. The Gu Longhorns continue to plot how to subdue this 8 Desolations Demon Halberd, yet at this moment, a sudden change occurs. The corpse impaled on the throne in the palace by the 8 Desolations Demon Halberd. It actually feigned death. A faint green light was circulating on its surface, as if it was about to revive. Gu Longhorns frowned and stopped in his tracks. Normally speaking, at this time, it should be Yi Dustin to inherit the legacy. And Yi Dustin has just been killed by Gu Longhorns. If he approaches rashly now, he may be in danger. Although Gu Longhorns is not interested in inheritance, he wants the 8 Desolations Demon Halberd, which is sealed on this body. How to safely retrieve the 8 Desolations Demon Halberd has become a big issue. The Tao comes not before, except the legacy of my Tao. A faint figure slowly emerges. Predecessor Gu Longhorns has already come up with a plan. If any danger arises, he will use the domain-breaking talisman to leave here immediately. Of course, in that case, the 8 Desolations Demon Halberd cannot be obtained. Having evil intentions, how can the path of light be passed on to you? Truly deserving to be the remnant of a strong figure on the paramount stage. Just as he approached Gu Longhorns, he saw the darkness in Gu Longhorns' heart. But is Yi Dustin's heart not also filled with darkness? He not only covets beloved Shifu's body, but is also jealous and hypocritical. At crucial moments, he is greedy and afraid of death. This shows that having a bright heart is not the only condition for inheriting the tradition. Imperial Brother's current position. Do you give it up willingly, or do I have to take it from you? You have no other choice. This woman is called Yi Duanlight. Although she is a daughter, she is not inferior to any man. And the man trembling before her was none other than her imperial brother. Send my imperial brother away. From today onwards, his whereabouts are not to be revealed. Under the heavens, he shall be nameless. Anyone who disobeys shall be killed without mercy. As everyone retreated, Yi Duanlight fell into a deep contemplation. At this time, you should have returned from the lower realm. Although his words are full of strong affection, his eyes are mixed with endless hatred. 6 months ago. The wedding night should have been the beginning of our intimate relationship. But all of this was just deliberately designed by Gu Longhorns in order to clear his identity as the inheritor of the demonic technique. Even going as far as shifting the blame onto the inheritor of the demonic technique in the end. It backfired on her in the end. What she didn't expect was the person who ultimately betrayed her. He turned out to be the person she loved the most. Thanks to her second chance at life, the various experiences from her past life became her biggest asset. She schemed step by step yet left no trace of flaw for people to find within just half a year. She defeated all competitors from royal families. Even her elder brother was defeated today right in front of her. This life, I already see through the future. Gu Longhorns, I'll take everything from you. I will make you experience all the pain of the past life. The moon shines brightly, the robe floats in the empty space. Her exquisitely beautiful face is tranquil and serene. And her deep gaze looks towards the distant east, where the Gu Longhorns are located. At this time, the Gu Longhorns have returned to the upper realm. The ancient temple of Jian crossed over from the edge of the upper realm. After passing through multiple teleportation arrays, he finally arrived in front of the gate of the longevity Gu family. A group of Gu family disciples had long been waiting respectfully. Lin Chuan and Su Qing'e were astonished by such a vast and magnificent scene. Their shocked hearts were unable to calm down. This could no longer be described as just a clan territory. It was truly a whole new world. You arrange their accommodations first, Gu Longhorns ordered to the nether elder beside him. The Gu family has strict rules and divides into inner and outer islands. Even the nether elder does not have the qualifications to enter the inner island. The two daughters are naturally the same. Father, I'm back. Gu Longhorn stood in front of his father. He looked respectful. Has everything been going smoothly? This time, several elders from the other branch in the lower realm have some complaints. They are all inquiring about you. Only these elders in the Gu family know about Gu Longhorns carrying the demon heart. That's why they are paying such close attention to Gu Longhorns' whereabouts. But the matter of the demon heart is of great importance, as it has been around for countless years in the upper realm. Gu Longhorns is only the 9th known person to possess the demon heart, regardless of the origins of the previous 8 owners of the demon heart. They all ended up becoming demons, causing chaos and disaster to the world, slaughtering and causing great chaos. They triggered many powerful forces in the upper realm to surround and kill them. Those around them also met with tragic endings. In order to cover up the fact that Gu Longhorns possessed the demon heart, they even transplanted the Taoist bone of a girl possessing the bone of the great Tao. This seems to have been completely buried in the dust, out of the current whereabouts. The matter is very successful, Gu Longhorns replied. His own parents are really good to him. It has even reached the point of being spoiled. Let me assist you, the weapon once belonging to the Demon King. I'm afraid you may not be able to truly control it now. As he spoke, Gu Longhorns had a thought. The 8 Desolations demon halberd in the weapon space suddenly disappeared. The void trembled. A horrifying killing intent seemed to destroy the heavens and earth. It appeared out of nowhere in front of Gu Longhorns. However, the originally terrifying demonic chi at this moment was like a small flame feeling wronged, trembling. You scared it, Gu Longhorns couldn't help but say with some helplessness. It was born not long ago. It thought it was already strong, but it found itself as small as a flat boat in the sea in front of the man. You take out weapons out of thin air like this.